Hello and welcome to Bright Blue Innovation. I'm your host, Lidia Paulinska. Today we are bringing a summary of the highlights from the first annual Mobile World Congress Americas, the MWCA, like its big brother, Mobile World Congress, that has been held annually in February in Barcelona, focuses on not only the carriers, but also the mobile devices and services. And that's created the full ecosystem to go with the major providers. Our coverage includes booths from the tour from Verizon, interviews with executives from Ericsson, and the sampling from the expo floor and two co-located press events, Showstoppers and Pepcom. We hope you enjoy this overview of the next steps in our mobile world.
Thank you very much for meeting with us. I'm here with Ulf from Ericsson at the MWCA America on the inaugural launch.
Right.
So you got a pretty big, exciting booth talking about 5G.
Yeah.
So what is it that Ericsson is bringing out at this year's show about 5G?
Well, I think, first of all, I can just say that for Ericsson to be here now in San Francisco and exhibiting products in a market that is going to be one of the first markets in the world, North America, on 5G is very exciting. We are displaying here a number of base station products. That's the kind of those that are transmitting signals to the mobile phones that are the latest state of the art. They're upgradable into 5G because 5G might come a few years out for some of the investments out there, and therefore we have a software upgradable portfolio, but also containing all that technology that has been standardized into 5G during the last years. And I can add to that, which is really cool, that it's hard to grasp, but this needs also a completely new transmission network. So it needs what we call core network in the industry that has network slices and our capability of connecting each one of those IoT devices out there with its own significant performance. So there's a very big difference if you're using a surgical operation, or if you're remote driving a car, or if you are actually just sending a message through the network. Those are very different requirements, and therefore we will slice up the core network to provide all those base station products with different performance at different times.
So when you're saying that San Francisco is going to be one of the first areas, is that primarily in companies and enterprises and local areas, or is that on the public airwave networks that it's going to be merging in?
Well, there's two things. First of all, North America is going to be ahead of everyone else. I mean, there is a clear statement from our customers, and we're serving all customers here in one way or another, and they all want to be very early and do things very early. There's lots of trials going on, a lot of testing of this new technology in America. It's also so that the IT industry in America is really the foundation of IT, which means that all the applications, if you will, are easily going to find root here, and we're going to see an application development on top of 5G that I think is going to be absolutely world leading. The other market that is going to be early is China, but I think still my bet is that it's going to be very early here, and that we're going to see some significant new types of applications on this telecom platform that we are providing.
So one of our specializations for our viewership and readership is in the content creation and delivery space.
Right.
And one of the things that I think surprised the 4G users was how much video was actually going to be going through and the quality of that experience. Can you tell us a little bit about what people can expect when 5G is deployed and what that's going to mean for that content consumption and distribution space?
You're absolutely right, Paul. I mean, it's amazing. The average consumption is 65% of all traffic on an iPad today is actually video traffic. On a mobile phone, it's slightly lower. If I remember, the last quarter is 42%. So what we can expect on 5G is, of course, that again, the performance is going to be much better, even faster, and I think it's going to be tactile. So tactile meaning that it's instant. So when you push something, and that's the difference between 4G and 5G. When on 4G you push something, you're still used to the little wheel or some sort of icon that shows you that time is elapsing. Yeah. And that's going to go away, and it's going to be push and happen. And it's going to be from the network. And that means that we also need to equip the network with edge computing, mobile edge computing. And that's an area where Ericsson is investing, and it's an area that we're looking forward to supply to the market.
Verizon's very excited to be at Mobile World Congress Americas this year, and we're leading the industry with our tech forum partners on coming up with the 5G technologies. We have our test markets in 11 cities throughout the country, and we actually have live 5G network technology demonstrations. We're working with Samsung, we're working with Nokia and Ericsson, and within the Verizon booth here, I'm going to show you live working 5G technology, some exciting use cases with gigabyte speeds, multi-gigabyte speeds, far greater than what we see. But one of the important things that we're talking about is that 5G is our future. We're not waiting for it, we're building it, but we're also doing some incredible things with 4G technology, like CBRS, working with our partners, and we're seeing gigabyte speeds in our labs, and we're actually going to showcase that for you. So I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour, so I'm going to ask you to follow me, and I'm going to let you talk with some of my counterparts.
We're in a partnership with Ericsson, Verizon, Qualcomm, and Federated Wireless, and we're showing the first carrier aggregation, first really broadband end-to-end application with CBRS. Now what CBRS is a new innovation band that's being introduced by the FCC really to spur innovation and growth in the wireless industry. So we have traditional license bands that are used by mobile operators on macro cell towers primarily. You have unlicensed bands, which are used by technologies like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, very low power and a lot of contention between them. So CBRS really provides more spectrum to allow faster wireless services, but it allows multiple tiers of access. You can use CBRS like an unlicensed band, like Wi-Fi. You can have priority access, which is more like licensed band. So it really enables network operators like Verizon to both extend the reach of their gigabit and gigabit plus LTE coverage, as well as provide innovative new services like private LTE for massive Internet of Things. So automated factories, automated ecosystem, traffic systems, and so on. All of these use cases which we talk about in 5G are really becoming enabled in the near term with LTE and 4G using this new CBRS system.
Okay, welcome. Today what we're showing is how you can add intelligence to a device, add intelligent edge networking to a device, make it much smarter, but without adding cost and complexity to the device. And the device that we're talking about today is a drone, and the feature that we're going to show is object tracking. Now you can go out and buy an expensive drone that does object tracking. It's a very useful feature, and the way these drones do it is with onboard processing, lots of CPUs, lots of sensors, and it costs $1,200. What we're showing today is object tracking with cloud compute added to a very inexpensive device, an $18 drone. And the way that we're doing this is we're taking the drone video off this small camera and we're shipping it up to the cloud where we're doing image recognition and we're finding that balloon. So the image recognition in the cloud is finding the balloon as it's being dragged around the cage, and we're running flight controls in the cloud to follow the balloon. Okay? And what you're going to see on the monitor here is what the drone sees. This is the feed from the drone. And when the image recognition in the cloud sees the balloon, you'll see a green box around the balloon. Okay? And so let's go ahead and pilot the drone into position. My colleague here is flying the drone manually. And once we've found the balloon, he's turning on image recognition. We see in the monitor the green box around the balloon. And as the balloon is dragged around the cage, the drone follows it. And again, this is image recognition happening in the edge of the network, in the cloud, with an $18 drone tracking the balloon. And on the monitor, we see that the green box is locked in on the balloon. That's the Verizon high-performance, low-latency network at work. We see it tracking the balloon closely. And this is with that image recognition happening at the edge of the network in the Verizon network. In a moment, we're going to switch where that processing is happening. Now we're changing it to AWS Amazon in Seattle. We've moved that processing from the Verizon network out to the cloud, the central cloud. And what happens here when we've done that is the bounding box around the balloon lags around it, and we got stutter and delay, and ultimately we lose the balloon.
Tonight we're showing Hum by Verizon, which is an aftermarket connected consumer device that connects you to your car. Hum by Verizon consists of 3 different parts. One is a connector that goes into your vehicle. It goes into what's called the OBD2 port, which is up under the dash of any vehicle that's built after 1996. The second part of Hum by Verizon is a speaker that goes up on the visor of your vehicle above the driver. On the speaker is a Bluetooth speaker that can be connected to your phone, as well as 2 different buttons that have connection to emergency roadside assistance, as well as an ASE certified mechanic. So that helps the driver be able to connect to emergency services when they need them or their car breaks down, or when they have something that goes wrong with the vehicle and they just need to be able to ask a mechanic a question. I've got smoke coming out from under my hood, I've got a car noise in the back, I just need a little bit of help. Can you answer my questions based on what's going on with my vehicle? This Hum X unit, which is our upgraded unit, also has a Wi-Fi hotspot on it that runs on the 4G LTE Verizon network. The other version of Hum by Verizon that we've got is called Hum Plus. And it basically has all of the great things that we talked about, except it doesn't have the Wi-Fi hotspot. So the third part of Hum by Verizon is the app. The app basically connects you to all of the things that are going on with the vehicle. It gives you the ability to look at all the diagnostics that are coming off the vehicle, whether it's miles per gallon, the number of miles that you've driven, maybe you have a low battery or low fluids. It will connect you to all that information so that you have all of that at your fingertips. So should something go wrong with your vehicle, you can take your app into your mechanic and you know exactly what's going on there.
Hello, so Zoop is a very innovative company. We started back in 2011, and our main goal is to help big companies, big enterprises like telecoms and banks to fight back in the age of the digital disruption. So we help the big guys how they can have a better relationship with the end customers, how we can provide a better experience, especially in our hands, in our phones, because today nobody wants to call contact centers anymore. No one wants to go to physical stores or to use different apps and different websites. So our idea is to help these big guys to integrate all those legacy systems, all the challenges that they have internally, and provide to the end customer a truly 100% digital experience. We've been seeing a lot of big companies like Uber, Airbnb, and all of these guys offering a very good digital experience, and the big guys like telcos and banks have to go the same way. And that's what Zoop does, helping these big guys to shift their mindset and shift their business model and going truly digital.
Hi, welcome to Chirp. We're connecting the world through sound and would like to show you our newest release, which is an interaction between Netflix and toys. You see, through data over sound, toys are able to understand what's on screen, interact to it according to the script. So in this case, they're all singing in their own time. They have seamless interaction with the show, and there are no data being transferred from the screen into the toys. We taught the toys to understand what's happening and interact through that.
Chirp enables devices to send data using sound. We've got an array of SDKs for different platforms so that you can embed our technology in your application or service. And currently we're seeing traction in a variety of different use cases and sectors, including ticketing, where we're live with Indian bus companies, the nuclear industry in the UK, where our technology is currently being trialed for sending sensor readings in radio frequency restricted environments, and in kids games where our technology is used to send character information between a console and an offline tablet.
Today we're demonstrating Yara 3DX, which is a first generation of its kind beamforming soundbar. This product behaves differently than a traditional soundbar. It sends discrete sounds or beamforms to your left ear and your right ear. So in effect, you could have 3, 4, potentially 5 sweet spots in a living room. It's ideally suited for gamers or living room cinematic experiences. We can also pass high resolution, high bit rate audio through the DSP. This product was born out of UCSD as a project in Cal IT, and our company has exclusive rights to the license. And I'm proud to say that tomorrow, on the 12th, we're launching a Kickstarter campaign. Our business model is licensing bits of our software and our technology. In this case, we're launching what we call a hero brand, and it's a halo brand that gives our consumers access to this state-of-the-art technology. And from that, we will eventually move towards white labeling the product or working very closely with our consumer electronics partners to develop a product within their portfolio.
So we're here today to show off some exciting new stuff from Kingston. Right now, all of the iPhone and iPad users out there kind of know our pain point, right? So we all load up with photos and videos, we fill up that camera roll, and then we just completely run out of storage. So what we got here today is we've got the Bolt, the Data Traveler Bolt. So it comes in this nice little handy key ring, so you can always have it with you. You open it up, you've got a Lightning port on one side, as well as a USB port on the other, so you can kind of back up to your computer if you like. But the great thing is, so you have it out and about, you're at San Francisco, a beautiful event like this, you need to take some quick pictures. So you simply just plug it in to the bottom of your phone, into the Lightning port, open up the app, and you're pretty good to go. You can transfer, so you can back up photos from your camera roll. You can take more pictures using the built-in photo function, or you can just view some of the pictures you've already taken. This is going to be available in 32, 64, and 128 gigabyte capacities, and it's available now. You can get it on Amazon. USB-C hub. What it allows you to do, you can power your MacBook. So if you're a MacBook Pro user, you know the pain, right? You've only switched everything over to USB-C on these new devices, so you need to, use your old keyboards, your old external hard drives, and things like that. So what we have here is you got a couple of USB-A ports. You've got HDMI, as well as SD and micro SD. So if you're a content creator and need to shoot some video, offload it to your new MacBook, the Nucleum is the perfect device for you. So this one's available at the end of October, so right around Halloween time.
So this is the Royole Moon 3D mobile theater we're showing here. It features dual AMOLED displays, so it's full HD 1080p resolution, noise canceling headphones, a foldable design that's very unique to this product category. In addition, it comes with the Moon box, which includes your operating system. It's Android based, your battery up to 5 hours on a full charge, and your storage, 32 gig of storage. It's really designed as a mobile theater. It's not intended to be virtual reality. So the beauty of this product is we're taking that situation where you've got mobile content like on your smartphone or your tablet, and we're making it cinematic again. So going back to the era of home theater, when it was all about surround sound, it was all about the experience, it was about a big screen. So this creates or simulates a large screen IMAX experience is very much like sitting in the middle row of a movie theater.
Put in a compatible phone, and then you're actually going to be able to play some games with, of course, this lightsaber here. So this is going to allow you to do different lightsaber battles with different enemies that you may know and love from the different Star Wars franchises. Things like Holo Chess you're going to be able to play, and then things like a tabletop strategic combat type thing where you can, defend your base and do different strikes on different enemies and things like that. So this whole headset kind of kit is coming out early November. It's coming out just in time for the holidays, as well as the new Star Wars movie coming out.
So I would like to share with you a little bit today about the products that Mediatek is excited to bring and enable to bring into the United States. Mediatek is a chipset design company. We're a fabless semiconductor company that develops the chips, the systems on the chip, on silicon, that go into many products that surround you every day. Chances are, if you walk into Best Buy today, you'll be surrounded by a lot of products with Mediatek inside. TVs, where Mediatek has about 60 to 70% market share worldwide. Just about every brand of TVs uses Mediatek chipset, digital TVs use Mediatek chipsets inside. The other major area where Mediatek has been innovating is the smartphones. So we've been in the cellular business for over 10 years now. We've been in the smartphone business developing Android platforms for probably 5 or 6, and we are now on the verge of really entering and penetrating the US market with some of our key partners such as Alcatel, LG, Blue, and others, who are bringing the products into the US market and winning the hearts and minds of the US consumers. How? One of the biggest success components of these guys is the market is really shifting now. The phones are no longer $100 on a 2-year contract. People actually are paying substantial amount of money for their new phones. And a lot of people are saying that I don't really want to spend $7, $8, $9, $1,000 on the phone, but I do want to have most of this functionality. We call this new premium consumer. They want all the premium features, but they don't want to spend extraordinary amount of money. So this is where Mediatek comes in. We work with our partners to find the ways to reduce the cost of the design and development of the products. We do a lot of design and development in-house. We make it easier to bring the products to market faster and less expensive without sacrificing any features and without sacrificing any performance. And that's why you're starting to see the phones in a $200, even sub-$100 phone in the US market that perform, that connect to the network, and that do the job that the consumer expects them to do.
Here at the show today, we are showing off our brand new curved glass screen protection for Samsung devices. And so what you have here is the PureArc ES. And what makes this screen protector unique compared to other products on the market is that the adhesive runs along the entire glass. Whereas before, because curved glass is imperfect by nature, most people put a layer of adhesive around the outside of the device, almost like a halo. But we've been able to crack that problem after more than a year of research, where we've been able to develop an adhesive that goes the entire length. And so what that does is it allows your device to, one, the glass is going to stick on there properly. It's not going to pop off if you drop your phone. Also, there's no dot matrix. And so as a result, the glass sits directly on the glass itself. And so you have a touch sensitivity that is perfect. And that's one thing that sets this device apart from other things, is that it really is perfect along the glass. So when you touch it, touch sensitivity is there, and it's nice and smooth all the way around the edges. And so that's the PureArc ES screen protector. Right now it's for the S8 and the S8 Plus, soon to come out for the Note 8 as well. One thing I should probably point out really quick is that to make it, there's oftentimes people are anxious about installing glass because you spend a lot of money on this glass. You don't want to waste it. And so what we've done, we've created a specialized tray. And when you lay your phone down on the table, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll bring it up. So what happens is you have this tray. And so with this tray here, you put it over the top of your device, and when it clips on there perfectly, and you lay the glass inside this tray, which allows for a perfect installation each and every time. And so when you're spending that money on this beautiful screen protector, you don't have to worry about installing it wrong and having it go awry. It's going to be nice and straight and clear every time. So again, this is the Bodyquardz Pure Arc ES for the Samsung S8 and S8 Plus.
Hi, I'm Adrian the Canadian. I'm here to show you Lifepack. Lifepack's a solar-powered and anti-theft backpack. Solar-powered because right here is a solar panel, which is actually a 3-in-1 solar panel, power bank, and Bluetooth speakers. So you always have power to charge your phone and music with you no matter where you go. This power bank will store 6 charges for a smartphone and will play music back for 96 hours. Included in the bag is also an anti-theft lock, which you can pull out, and with that lock, you can lock the bag to a fixed object, and you can also lock the zipper shut of each of the individual compartments. Inside the bag is a drop-proof laptop storage. So you can drop the bag, it's okay. There's a separate zone for all your personal stuff that you can store in here, and more. So that's the original Lifepack bag that we launched. There's also the Lifepack Daily Hustle shoulder bag, which has a lot of the same features. This one includes a power bank, solar power bank, which is just a slim guide that does not include the Bluetooth speakers. And on top of that, we also have the Lifepack Daily Hustle backpack, which is doesn't include any solar tech necessarily, but you can incorporate it into the bag. There's just not a window for it on the outside.
And I'm going to go through a demo, show you some of the products that we have, starting with the X5 products over here. So the X5 products that you see over here, it's a solution for road trips. It's a solution for families. Most of the time, people are looking for a way to charge their devices. You have a family of 4 or 5 going on a road trip. They're always fighting to see who's going to get the charger. We solved that problem for you guys. So you can see here, it's 5 USB hub, 2 for the front, 3 for the back. And it's a fast charging cable. As you can see over here, this plugs to the front port of the car. And the cable over here extends all the way to the back seat, and it clips on the back of your back seat. So if you have kids in the back or you have people sharing a ride with you, they can go ahead and charge their devices at a fast speed. This is called the X5. We launched it about 8 months ago. And right now we're up to 8 colors. So this comes in green, in pink, in purple, orange, red, blue, all the different colors that we have over here. I want to move to the next product that we have. It's called the Escape. We just launched it about 2 weeks ago. And it's a nice little safety device for your car. This is the device that you see. It's a charging mechanism for your portable devices. The nice thing about this device over here, it's a safety device. So I don't know if you can see over here, we provide you with the seat cutter in case you get into an accident for some reason and you need to get out of the car. We provide you a tool to be able to cut your seat belt and get out of your situation. We also provide you with safety hammer in the front of the unit over here. So the only thing you have to do in case your window is jammed, just hit the window and you can break the window and get out of the car. So this product over here by RapidX called Escape launched 2 weeks ago and it's available on the market. Some of the other devices I want to show you too that are launching in a couple weeks. We have a product called the Dual X and a product called PowerX. So Dual X, basically it's a simple product. You go on a business trip. You get in a car, you rent a car, you want to charge your devices, we give you the tool to charge your devices. You get into the hotel, you want to charge your devices too at the same time. You unplug it from your car, we'll provide you with something that can plug into the wall and charge your devices at the same time. So that's why we call it Dual X. Works for the house, works for the car. If you just need a solution for the house only, we'll provide you with a product called PowerX, which is a nice thing that you can just go ahead and output all your electric devices and provide a USB connector without losing power. So these 2 products launching in a week or so, and they're going to be available at all major retailers. Thank you very much.